Hey YouTube, it's Dee. I'm going to be going live on Whatnot, so bear with me. I have a little head cold. In about 14 seconds, I will be going live over there. I will be able to see the chat on YouTube. I've got it set up through OBS. If you're watching a replay of this, this is currently live, but if you're watching a replay, feel free to read the chat that I have below the screen right here. And on Whatnot, you'll see a different view. So I'm going live right now on Whatnot. Let's do it. Hello, friends. Good morning. Happy Cawfee Tawk. What is up, friends? Hey, Purdue fan. Good morning. How are you? How is it going? Cheers. Little coffee this morning. All right, I'm going to fix the chat. Right now, I'm streaming over to YouTube, and I just want to make sure you guys get the chat in it. Hello. Hello, sunshine. Welcome in. Thank you, Little Cloud, for such a nice message. You always send me messages. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good stream today, too. Molly, what's up? Hey, how are you doing, Kim? Kimmy. All right, let me fix the chat on YouTube because what I do is I multicast over to YouTube and I like to include the chat so that when people actually watch the stream for a playback, they can absolutely see it so it makes sense. I don't look like some random girl talking to people on the internet or talking to myself, actually. I'm doing good. I'm feeling better. I was a little bit sick. Sam dog. I gotta say it like that, dog. I'll have to tell you my nickname from my friends from way back when. I am a little bit stuffy still, but I feel pretty good considering I did a 1 hour show last night. And I actually stuck to it exactly 1 hour for the Shop Happy Challenge. Who is doing the Happy Habits? Yeah, my nickname was Deputy Dog because I could find anything out. Like a detective, pretty much. Yeah. That's what my friend's mom, Sweet Tits, called me. Hey, welcome in. Hello, Jess. How are you? Oh, good. I can now see the YouTube chat. Can you hear me good on YouTube? Thank you. I know, Molly, you missed me because the dogs. That was only last night. Until I feel 100% better, then I'm going to just do what I can do and not overdo it, right? Okay, we got no echo. It looks like we're in business. So I have to be honest, like, sometimes I come on here and I don't really have, I got to fix a little window on YouTube. I don't really have per se an agenda because I kind of like wing it on these days because I leave it open for questions that you guys might have. Oh, absolutely believe in taking care of myself, number one. I mean, because if I can't take care of myself, how can I help people? How can I love my family? How can I do all the things I need to do to be me? So believe me, I love to just like do nothing. Yeah, that's my favorite. What's up, M. Kiefer? Good morning. How you doing? Chatty Wampus. Hello. Rock Baby Boutique. Yeah, so let's see. I decided to jump in on the shop. I'm good. I'm getting over a little head cold, but feeling pretty good. Thank you. Um, hey, why so big lady? I love the name. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see what's on my mind these days. There's a lot of new sellers on the app. I always scroll the app. Wise old bag lady. Yeah, I love it. I love to scroll in the app because there are a lot of new sellers. Hello, Von Kate. Yeah, I have a couple of people that send me DMs, so I will definitely be answering those. Um, okay, you need to remember. I don't remember what it is because sometimes I'll write down, was it about the OBS, the black screen with your device? I think it was that. You may have had another question. Hey, Vintage, how are you doing, Vintage Rewind? Yes, okay. So sometimes this just happens. It could be that when you start up OBS, your camera's not ready. You just need to double click it and it should like reappear, but you have to make sure they're all like kind of synced up. Yeah, so I open OBS always first, and then I start double checking my device to make sure the connection's good. So sometimes you add it in after. Hey, Bunny, honey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Don? Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, so sometimes you have to double click on, so you have the sources in OBS. And you can do OBS with an Android, but it has to be, well, technically not a phone. You can't do OBS with the phone. OBS is done through a computer. That is pretty good. You need to have a pretty powerful processor. Yeah, open up OBS, right? And then open up whatnot.com. And then when you go to shows, at the top it says OBS tools. You have to make sure you connect. So once you connect, it'll give you 3 green lights to be able to start. But before you do that, you need to go over to your sources in OBS and double check if it says MacBook Pro, like you have your camera for the top of just you. You need to double click it, make sure your camera light is on and you're seeing an image on your OBS. Yeah, you got to go back to sources always. And then just make sure you lock it down. There's a little lock. Always lock down because it locks it and you don't accidentally bump it and move it around like right now what I'm doing on YouTube. You guys can't see it on YouTube, but YouTube can see it. So I always try to lock those down because that way they don't accidentally move. What's up, CPU? Yeah, because if they move, then you're not seeing the finished product on YouTube unless you open a window. Like right now in OBS, I actually am logged into YouTube. I have one column with chat, and the middle is like my feed. And then the right is all my controls with OBS, scenes, sources, audio mixer, and then it lets me know that I'm actually streaming. And if I want to make a clip, I can actually make a clip right on OBS, but you got to have like a pretty big hard drive for that. Do you like sports? Because my favorite sport is volleyball. Oh, nice. I actually love a lot of sports. Yeah, baseball. I really like hockey, basketball. Um, I love Formula One. I don't like NASCAR, not gonna lie, it's not that exciting. Unless they crash. But you don't want no one to crash and get hurt, right? Hey, Dawn, good morning. Yeah, you can't do OBS with Android, as far as I know, because I feel like it's just not powerful enough. But you need like a pretty good gaming PC. You can use, oh, I forgot it zooms in that. Whistling duck. Hello, my friend. You can't, I mean, you need to dig into it. So first of all, if you go to seller.whatnot.com, there is videos. Oh, heifer, how are you doing? There are videos that Whatnot made. Actually, Bug, who works for Whatnot, created a really great video. You can watch it. It's right in the Seller Hub, and it's on the first page. It's kind of like a pre-show thing. It's not for everybody, OBS. You're not required to have it. It's for overachievers. Let's just face it. Or people that want to split screen and they want to have a camera up here. You can do some of those features with an iPhone. You can do some of those features with an iPhone, but I just like to say it's kind of for like people that are overachievers. Not really, but you know, just to make it kind of fun. You can add graphics and different things. Yeah. But also it's really great because some folks do crafting, live demos, and they like to have their little picture up here, and then below it is a camera view down. So they like to do that. Now in Whatnot, in iPhone, there's a feature called Face Cam, which is in the Seller tools, which have to be turned on. And you can actually have your camera like on your laptop. If you're an Apple, you can have that actually pointing down and use your phone to view at you. There's so many things you can do. But again, it's not for everybody. It's not exactly easy to learn. I could tell you all day, it's so easy to, but I'm a nerd. I'm techie, you know. Yeah, CPU. It has a steep learning curve and requires a powerful desktop PC. Yeah, you need to have a gaming PC. You also need to have, you know, some people like to use OBS and record videos. I say just stream it right directly to YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, it honestly is not hard if you have the right equipment. Okay. It is not hard. You have to literally add a microphone. You do need a mic. I use this wireless mic. It's a Rode mic I got from Andy Sameta. They're pretty pricey, but I have really good audio sound. So it's not connected to my phone. It's connected to my laptop. Yeah. Is there a way to list quality listing? Okay, hang on. So about OBS, I think that it's only like a second step before you try to actually master or be an expert at OBS and use it in your stream. You better damn well know how to use the app. Okay. Don't don't jump over the bridge. Okay. You're gonna fall. Okay. One of the boards might be loose, and then you're not going to know how to do the app as you should. What's up, Velvet Vault? I'm doing good. Yeah, my eyes are still watering. I can't get rid of that, but it will actually get better. Curly Q, hello. Okay, I'm going to answer Dawn's question. I think we'll move on from OBS. I do have one more thing to say about OBS. If you have a YouTube channel and you want to multicast, but you don't want to have OBS or you can't afford a computer, you can 100% do it through the app. There's multicasting in the app, which is by the 3 dots here when you're live. And you have the ability to turn that on. And basically, you have to have a YouTube account with at least 50 subscribers or an older YouTube account that you got to go in and press live and do all that stuff. I talk about that all the time. You can check out my YouTube channel. It's the same name up here. It's probably over there for YouTube, D_archivist. Okay. And you can absolutely do that without having all the equipment. Okay. So if you have a channel and you want to do that, do it. What's up? Hey, Retro Lucky Ducks. Okay. So Dawn, look, I think Listen Duck answered. There's a way to list a quantity listing without starting bid. What did you say? Well, so what are you doing? Are you going to do like random pulls, Dawn? Is that what you're thinking of doing? Because you could do buy it now. But are you thinking just buy it now? Yeah. Listen, Duck knows. Yeah. If you notice over the last 2 years, I have put everything in buy it now. Unless I'm doing a raid train or some special selling show, I rarely have anything in the auction tab. Yeah, glass. Okay, yeah, put it in the buy it now, turn on best offer. Don't forget, now, Dawn, don't forget, you got to wrap it, you got to pack it and ship it. Make sure that you're adding some extra money for those packaging costs and the time. Because sometimes you've got some big bulky pieces. Just make sure you account for that. Yeah. Well, you kind of just did. You kind of just did. I prefer people wait to promote themselves. In this chat, I always offer a time for that. So, I mean, there you go. CPU sells cheap computers. I will say too, you know, I don't really mind that you know that in this chat show, but when you say that, you just promoted yourself, right? So, and I always use it as a learning tool. We all got to learn, right? But we've been around the block a few times. Denise, what's up? No, don't be sorry. Just learn from it and do better. That's it. That's no big deal. But I will tell everybody, if you do buy a computer and you buy it on whatnot, just keep in mind, you're not getting a warranty on the platform, okay? Unless you're buying a brand new machine or the person has a guarantee on their stuff. But sometimes it doesn't matter. The machines are solid. They're built so good. You're on lunch? What are we having? Yeah. So it's always learning. But you know, I recommend, there's a computer I recommend if you're an Apple person. I highly recommend if you want to spend a little bit of money and get a good machine for streaming, I highly recommend getting a there's 2 things. You can spend the money and get like if you're an Apple person, of course. On gaming PCs, you know, that's other people's forte, not mine. You can end up spending some pretty good money. But like my kids stream and they have a gaming PC, like about 1,200, $1,500, and it's everything. It's the tower, it's the screen, it's the mouse. But like you have to invest a little bit more if you want a better camera, if you want a better camera, or you want a better camera or microphone. Those are the 2 extra costs. Now for me, I recommend a cheaper cost. Say you have a monitor already and you're like, I just want a desktop. So the Mac Minis are the way to go. The new Mac Minis are like $600 and they're a little tiny thing and they are beasts. They are amazing. Those Mac Minis, like for people that want to just have something for like multicasting or just having a small business investment, the Mac Mini M4 is the way to go. I have a couple of them actually. I have an M2. The thing is a beast. But I like having the laptop. I have an M3 Pro. It's good enough for me. I probably don't have to, if this thing is built so good and I have enough RAM and everything for editing, that I probably don't have to buy another computer in my lifetime. Yeah, I mean, I think Mac, I'll type it in the chat. That Mac Mini M4. And obviously, if you want to, I use a Mac. I've always been Mac, but I can split it and I could go into Windows and stuff like that on my computer for certain jobs I do. For me, I think Mac is more user friendly for people that are not computer literate. It's just very simple. Yeah, and some computers don't have the processor, but most of the M series, which is the silicon, which is like newer technology, they can handle OBS. I'd say M2, M3, M4. M1, yeah, I think they're okay too. But obviously, I think the M4, I'm talking about the Mac Mini, is about $599 and it comes with 256 gigabyte hard drive, so it's not that big. And I want to say it's 16 gigabytes. So obviously the more memory you have, a little bit better, and the more space you have and the bigger processor. Like you can do upgrades. I mean, you could buy one of those and buy it through Apple, because I don't think anybody on Whatnot selling those brand new ones. There are some used ones on here, but you have to really check out the specs to make sure it's not too old. But if you have a question and you want to know a little more, yeah, it's 500, but then you got a couple of extra costs if you want to upgrade. I want to say the beast of one is like about $1,000, or there's like iMacs and stuff like that. Dawn, who asked about, okay, they have to be hardline Ethernet for, yes, 100%. So if you have fast internet speed and you want to get the maximum, if you're wireless, you're getting about 50% of the speed. You're getting about 50% of the speed. And even in like your home, depending on the construction of your home, your speed will even drop down significantly. So my speed right now, I don't even know what my speed is. It's fast. If I unplug it, like right now, let's see if I turn off. I left my wireless on. I forgot. I'll turn it off. I'm plugged in. I'm hardwired always, but I think I had the wireless on because I screen record the app to my computer and it uses Bluetooth. Mary Lack, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was your show? What were you selling? And when is your next show? Thank you so much. Welcome to everybody. We're doing Cawfee Talk. Yeah, you definitely want to. And say you have a big house and your internet's spotty. Okay, just one thing you got to know, like you're streaming from the app, you obviously can't hardwire your phone to your internet in your house, right? She had to run fast. Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Yeah, so it's real spotty because you as a seller, if you're on the app and you're looking out, it's perfect. But other people, it's based on other people's connection as well. So if somebody's rural and they're watching you, they might not have a good phone internet connection, right? So the biggest thing I say is if you're wireless, connect your cell phone internet, your Wi-Fi to your home Wi-Fi. That will make a huge change. Just turn off Bluetooth. Sometimes Bluetooth interferes. If you have a speaker, it tries to connect, or you have a Bluetooth speaker in the background and you're doing the music from your device. A lot of times it's fighting to figure out who is grabbing the microphone on the phone, right? So a lot of times people be talking and the music's real choppy, staticky. Turn it off, because if you're a viewer, me, I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. It gives me a headache. There's a ton of people on here. I see it all the time to them, but they can't handle the criticism in a positive way. Like, hey, you might want to turn your Bluetooth off. I tell a couple people and they've gotten mad. So it's on them, not me. But I'm just trying to be nice about it to help them so they don't have any issues. Yeah. And your Wi-Fi stuck compared to wire. Oh, yeah. But on your phone, you can't really wire your phone. I'm sure there's some kind of device you probably could, but I think it's a little complicated. She's a fabric show on Thursday. Hey, Awesome Vintage, thank you. All right, everybody check out Mary Lack. She's been around here for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, and some building construction's terrible. I know some of the metal sheds, they require wired, and they also require like special connections. special routers that don't have interference, special wires, the cables, because wireless in some of those buildings are terrible. They just don't work. Yeah, turn off the Bluetooth, especially if you have a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker. You were wondering if you could, wait, you were wondering if you could suggest to whatnot for us. Oh, to favorite? I know a lot of people have asked that. I don't know that they're going to do that. I think we have put it on the spreadsheet, the community host spreadsheet, and that's a really good idea. But I think it has both, Whistle and Duck. It has both. Yeah, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are totally different. So it does have both of them. It has a lot of features. It actually has a lot of features that my laptop has. Yeah, no, check it out. You gonna get one? Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, they're really great. And you don't like, for example, I'm using my laptop, so on this side, okay, which is really this side for me because it's backwards, I have a laptop. The screen is not being recorded, but the chat is. So if you're on YouTube, I won't move my camera because it's the live feed is from my cell phone. But on my other monitor, which is basically allowing me to have like 27 inches over here, 16 over here, and then I have a vertical one with just chat, but I don't have that up. It's down right now. Then I can monitor and I can see, like, you know, some people come in and ask questions, and oh, I just learned something. Hold on. Oh, YouTube, you're great. Yeah, so what's the purpose of your this channel? If you read the notes in the video, it'll tell you. Yeah, thanks for asking. If you guys are on YouTube, this is a live chat on whatnot.com. Let's see if it worked. Oh yeah, it did. And we're talking about all things Whatnot. There's a link for coming on, joining us as a buyer. You don't have to buy anything. You come on, it's totally free. But if you want to shop on the app, they give you $15 off on your very first purchase. Yeah, hopefully your existing camera will work, or I'll get a new one. I use my phone as the camera. It's so good. You can actually, with OBS, you can use, but I will say one thing about it. I had to invest about another $300 in a big time, which was on sale. It was like 500 and then it was on sale because they got a new model. I had to invest about 300. It's about 400 now, I think, in a huge Thunderbolt dock, which allowed me to plug everything in, and it had enough power to support 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras, 2 thermal printers, 5 lights, 2 monitors, 1 laptop, my Stream Deck. Yeah, I'm a nerd, man. Yeah, I'm a nerd, but it should work. Just remember the biggest thing with the camera. You can have a decent camera, like 1080. You need lights. Yeah, you need lights. You always want to have like a light up above. Andy, I don't even have that light on because it's okay in here. But if I turn it on, let's see what it does. It doesn't do anything because I don't have that door closed. Let's see. I'll close the door. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So I have a pocket door in my house. Yeah, see? Did it do anything? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. Andy, how are you doing? Yeah, and then sometimes I have a little mushroom light over here, and at night it's like perfect. Nerd. Thank you, Don. Love you as well. um, Andy has a really good stream. Also, like this is just from my phone, so the quality's okay. But like if you have a nice DSLR, you could definitely get better quality. And also you could get it where it's like bokeh, where it's blurry in the background. You got to spend a little bit of money on lenses like that. But it gives a nice effect. It's just a lamp. I call it a mushroom light. It's a little lamp like this. Yeah, it's kind of like got a softbox on top of it, but it's part of the shell. Rescue Village, Ohio, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We're talking, I know this thing always sticks out. I need like a tiny one. I think I'm gonna switch, Andy, and I'm gonna get a little one. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for the raid. Yeah, we're just talking about computers. I know, thank you so much. How was your show? What are you doing these days? Yeah, it's been a minute, huh? I don't do daytime. I'm more of an insomniac. Suzanne Beauvais, what's up with all the raids? Thank you. I know. Sassy, hello, how are you doing? Hey, Jujubee. Oh my gosh, I have seen all these old friends. Junkyard Dog, what's up? Oh my gosh, it's like the OG whatnots. I know, look at that. How's everybody? We're just talking about, let's see, we're talking about OBS, right? A minute ago, and then we talked about Ethernet. We're doing a little tech chat today. I hope you are all well. Why don't you guys, this is a good opportunity when we get raids, is to take this time, don't post a link, just post your show. So I would say I would put Cawfee Talk TuesDEE 9:23 a.m. PST, and then I always put the plus sign. I'm on day number 521. So you guys, I started a 365 challenge. I completed that. I've been live every single D since June 1st, 2024. I've been live for 521 days every day. I'm doing whatever I want because of my stream, right? I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm selling. I am a little bit crazy in a good way. Yeah, can you believe that? Junkyard Dog. I'm testing the whatnot streets. Yeah. I just want to try something else. You're planning a comeback? I love that. Right away, I just got that LL Cool J song in my head. Yeah, I love it. Brass. Oh, brass is a good one on whatnot. People love their brass. I can't keep brass in my shop. I will add it in my bite now and it's gone like in a couple of days every single time. Maybe that would be a good challenge to do this week. Get some brass items from my dealer. Oh, that would be a good idea because it always sells out every single time. You haven't had a show in 3 to 4 months? Lavender Rose, what's up? You have a nice brass? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Is that a trumpet? Oh, what's up, YouTube? Let's check out YouTube. Oh, thank you. Okay, I get a lot of comments on YouTube. Last night were some crazy comments, but I was able to stop those. Some people just don't know how to behave on the YouTube. Well, others do, and they're really wonderful. Thank you guys for commenting. If you're wondering on YouTube what the heck is going on, this is a live stream. It is live on whatnot.com. It's a seller support and a buyer support chat. I have streamed the whole chat on Whatnot, so you guys kind of see what we're talking about over here. So it doesn't look like I'm just staring into my screen, talking to myself and looking at myself, okay? I do have a lot of doll heads. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hide the children. Leave the kids alone. You're out. Hide your valuables. Uh-oh. You guys watch out. That's good. I'm glad you're coming back, friend. First glass show Thursday. Dawn, you're doing it. You're doing the thing. Just make sure, Dawn, about your big bulky glass that you put it in the right shipping. Hide your wife. Hide your husband. Nobody wants the husband because I never hear anybody say, hide the husband. Oh man. I never. Yeah, just if you have something like 3.5 pounds, do a custom ship profile because you got to count the box. That happens a lot. People miss that. And then they're like, oh man, what do I do? Or flat rate. Don't do flat rate on glass. Be truthful. Absolutely. You're a senior citizen, not tech savvy. I'm an addicted buyer on Whatnot. I would like to become a seller. Do you think I could do it? Absolutely. Absolutely, Marley. What do you want to sell? Yeah, you can absolutely do it. You have to weigh everything. What I recommend is if the number one thing, be yourself, be genuine, show up as you, right? Because there's only one of you. People like to compare. Don't compare yourself to anybody on the app. You're just not like anybody. All the crap you bought. Sounds familiar. So like what? Like jewelry, vintage, decor. Yeah, you have to literally like figure out what you want from it. You just want to sell stuff? Yeah, and pick a category you really enjoy. Um, you got to make so you want to sell it to make room for new crap. Yeah, but I have friends on here. Is anybody in here willing to say they're a senior? I really say connect with other people that are like, maybe struggling, and you could make a lot of friends, and you could absolutely watch them and see how they do it. You can learn from that. Like, okay, I definitely don't want to do that. I could learn this way or this way. Joni, thank you for sharing the stream. I hope you're doing good. There's a lot of people on here that are seniors. If you want to share that you are, do it. To me, I find those shows more kickback and more entertaining. Yep. Because there's things that come out of people's mouths that like crack me up. Mostly brooches, jewelry, and I have such, oh, you have so much everything. Jewelry is a great category. It's definitely happening right now in jewelry because the costs currently for people to get new inventory has gone up quite a bit. Just the economy in general. Things are getting more expensive. You feel senior at 57? I mean, that's okay. That's young. Senior citizen. I mean, I'm a couple years away myself. So yeah, I'm 51. It's a number. It's a number. Yeah, middle-aged. No, we're in middle age, my darling. I'm almost 69. Sell fabric. There you are, Mary Lack. Hello. You have sold jewelry. I've done some jewelry shows. I actually love jewelry shows. You just have to be careful how you sell it. Put it in the right weight category. If it's a beautiful piece, get good money for it. Why should you sell it for $1 or $2? If you don't have the audience for it, some sellers do it. They do great with it, but they've worked really hard to get that audience. And what if it sells for a buck? You can make 42 cents on a $30 brooch. Don't do that. Put it in the buy it now. Why can't we get eBay money here? What are you guys doing? Why do that? And then if it doesn't sell, put on flash sale. Hello, I've sold tons of stuff expensive out of the buy it now. Because if I sell it, I'm going to sell it for $5 and maybe it will have a value, but the value changes on the buyer. And somebody sees the quality of it, they see the care that you take, you show it, you explain it. There's no reason why you can't sell it. There's no reason why you can't. Hold on one second. Okay. Um, I don't know who that is, Maya. I know who Stray Kids is. How are you? I don't know, Butcher. I don't know. Okay, I'm talking on YouTube a little bit, you guys. Um, yeah, turn your numbers around. Yeah, exactly. And also, let me tell you, on Whatnot, in my opinion, it's about having a positive vibe because your positive energy, your like good mood, like we all go through crap, okay? We all go through things. Like I've been going live for 521 days. If you know, I've been through some things, the hardest thing in my life. I lost my mom. And if I could get through that, and we're all different, right? Not comparing, but it's like that was a hard thing. And I still pushed myself through it because I had to. I made a commitment to do 1,000 days, 1,000 days. In the time I took care of myself, I had shows I wanted to. I love to chat on here, especially late at night. And then I do flash sales and I sell stuff while I'm live. Um, yeah, check for senior discounts. I get them already. My thrift shop gives them to me already. It's kind of funny. But they only do like 2 days a week, but I never find anything. Yeah, it does suck. Absolutely 100%. But like when I told my mom I was doing this 1,000 days challenge, she was like, "You're gonna go on like every day?" Well, it was 365 first. She was like, "You're really gonna do that every day?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" She goes, "That's great." Yeah, and she loved it. She thought it was cool. So, I made it to 500 and I was like, I mean, I felt like quitting after that happened. And I just was like, I'm just gonna do it. When I'm kind of a person, when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it all the way. I'm an all the way or not at all kind of person. Yeah. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey. Yeah, I'm an all or nothing. Oh, nice. Awesome. Woohoo. You'll love it. It's a really great, it's tiny too, huh? Well, like about 42, and I'm also in the I don't give a, you know what, fuck. I'm at that era. of my life. I have been in a long time. I've been through some things. I've healed. I've worked on myself. Not everybody gets the version of you that they think you are, right? Yeah. Yeah, we do not care club. Mine's the we do not care and the I don't give a fuck club. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my life. You care about the things that are important to you, like my kids, my husband, my family. But when you're young, you overthink so much crap and you worry about what people think about you. And I was like, I don't really care. It's crazy. I don't. It's such a great feeling though. Because usually when people like overthink about you or you think they're mad at you, it's their problem, not yours. Yeah, a lot of people say check engine light comes on, right? Right, Fern? Yeah. And you know what? I'm at this place that I love. I love spend some time looking at yourself in the mirror. My mom used to tell me that all the time. Look in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are and how amazing you are and all the great things you're gonna do. And I used to laugh at her. I go, who the hell talks to themselves in the mirror, Mom? She's like, I do every day. She did every day. Yeah. And she prayed and all her stuff. And it made me realize, like, you know what? She's probably right. So I want to say it was like 5 years ago I started doing that. I'm like, what's up, Baddie? What are you doing? What are we doing today? Yeah. It seems crazy till you do it, actually. And then there's like absolutely no judgment. There's absolutely no judgment at all. I'm just like, okay, okay, we could do this. We could do this. So you can do anything. You really could do anything if you set your mind to it. And if nobody supports you, you know who your people are. We don't care. It's our mantra. Yeah. Yeah. Melanie, that lady started that on TikTok, the We Do Not Care Club. And it's insane how it's grown so much. That's right. You do what makes you happy. Because in the end of all this, none of this stuff matters, guys. None of it matters. What matters is, are you happy? Are you filling your cup first? Envy and Nat, thank you for the raid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You forgot zero. You forgot zero. What's up, my friend? How are you doing? Welcome in. I know. Am I healthy? That's right. And it's not just physical health, it's mental health. That's right. Very important. Zero. Thank you. I would have not been able to sleep over that one. Never. Yeah. What's up, Black Knight? How are you doing? Yeah. So if we can, and it doesn't mean let me explain something because I always remember like in my streams, I always kept it pretty healthy, pretty safe, that not everybody has earned the right to hear your story. So if you've been through all the things, don't think the person watching hasn't been through similar things. They may connect with you and relate and have empathy for you, but sometimes it's just best to keep some of that stuff for yourself and your therapist, right? Because whatnot's not therapy. It may make you feel good, but like everybody deserves to have therapy. Remember that. Yeah, it's the best thing I could ever done for myself. You talk to yourself all day. That's okay. Don't we all? Yeah. If you cuss and you talk to yourself, you're probably real smart. I think. At least it's said, right, statistically. Yeah, there you go. What Dawn said, be blessed, be yourself. Yeah, it's true. And really, it's none of my business what anybody thinks of me. Nobody. It's none of my business. I actually don't. It's so weird, the feeling to have that. It's freedom of your brain. You were just saying it was awesome. My mom was amazing. Yeah, she was. I miss her every day. You're Einstein. Yeah, same. I curse so much. I mean, I try to be professional in my streams, and every now and then I'll curse, but it's who I am. And when I'm telling a story, that my word might be important. And if you don't like it, that's your problem. Yeah. See how I am now. And after mom died, I really just don't care. I have to be me. I have to be genuine. Yeah. But in the daytime, I try not to say as many because, some people might be around their kids and I try to be respectful for that. Yeah. But at night, it's pretty chill. I'm a New Yorker. Yeah, it is to be obnoxious. I'm walking here. Yeah, I'm sure you're sick of that one. My kids love that one. Also, I'm a New Yorker at heart. Why do you think my stream is a coffee talk? New York is very special to me because my family came from Italy and Norway through Ellis Island, and my great grandmother actually died at Ellis Island. And her story is one I share often because I'm really into genealogy. Yeah. I'm Italian and Norwegian. And you'd think I'd be Irish, but I'm not. Yeah, Kirsten makes the story funny. That is so true, right? Yeah. But I'm not a New Yorker at all. I love it. I'm in California. I'm on the West Coast. Or they say the West Coast, the best coast, right? That's what everybody is like. What? That's our coast. You're Norwegian? Oh, are you? What up? What kind of Italian are you? Where are you from? I'm a Calabrese. Hell yeah. I would love to live in New York. Not now, maybe like 20 years ago when the costs were down. Sicilian. Oh, you know what they say about those Sicilians? Don't cross their paths. They're like Greek too, you know? A lot of Sicilians are Greek. They're like Greeks. You know about the Greeks, right? If you're Greek, you know. They do everything in silence. And if they're Greek as Sicilian, watch out. They're warriors. They do it in silence. You were stationed in Naples a long time ago? How awesome. That's where my family came from, actually. Yeah, my great grandmother, my grandfather, my great grandfather, they came, and my grandmother was like 6 when they came from Naples to New York. You lived there 3 years. I bet it was an awesome time. Hopefully you're, hey, out and about. Yeah, but you know, we are who our family is, right? Oh, the wooden spoon. I got the pinch, but not my parents really didn't. I mean, I think I got 2 spankings in my entire time, and I didn't forget them. Yeah, because that's like child abuse today, you know. You're 2 half Italian, just toured Italy. Oh, no way. Ah, how fun. I have a lot of cousins throughout the world, and I keep in touch. I have some Italian cousins, a lot of them that still are there. Yeah, that I keep in touch with through actually ancestry.com. Yeah, now we found each other through like Facebook and stuff. And it's pretty cool, you know, seeing pictures of like my ancestors that I would have never ever seen if it hadn't been for the internet, you know. That damn internet. It's kind of got a good thing and you know, not so good. Black Knight, did you get your problem fixed? Because you can feel free to ask the questions. We're talking about things, whatnot. Right now we're friends having coffee. Yes. I had a few of those. No bra. No bra. Oh, that'll be on YouTube. They'll love that. It's okay though. Yeah. And of course I'm gonna read it. Is that okay? I won't say it to you if you don't want me to. I'll wait to read it. A hickory switch. Yikes. Okay, so it says, and of course, I had the ant with the torpedo boobs oh, it disappeared. That smothered you and pinched you. Of course, they had no bras, you know? Yeah, the big boobs and the Italians. Yeah, because they'd be cooking all day in their moo-moos. Yes. Your question vanished, but it's on my phone, so hang on. Oh, actually, it's there. Yeah, I pinched your cheek off. Yeah. Is Andy for sell or rent today? Hmm. I'll let you know. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. I mean, there's always a price. Oh, that's a good one. You probably want to use your return address. Yeah. So the question in Red Chat was, I have a question that a lot of people are asking. If you're on vacation and you're traveling and you ship on the road, like you're doing traveling, what address should you use? Because it's based on the shipping, right? For me personally, I would assume Whatnot would want you to use your regular one, because what if the package got lost in the mail? Is that address going to be accessible to you if it gets returned? So I would say probably use your main shipping address. And the shipping's probably not going to be such a big difference unless it's huge stuff. Is that what you're going to start doing? Can you return on? No, there's no returns. Andy is one of a kind, priceless, no refunds, no exchanges. Oh, he already told you. Yeah. You won't want to exchange Andy. He's good stuff. Sometimes. Just kidding. I would buy Andy. Yeah. I would buy Andy. Because Andy knows a lot of stuff, you guys, and he's really nice. What's Andy? He's one of our friends here. He's another seller on the app who sells all kinds of cool things. He has a bin store. where you could go in. There's all kinds of stuff like palette returns and things like that. And then he has a stream where he sells like Hello Kitty and like real cute mystery games and things, Labubu's. Although I don't think he's doing Labubu right now. And he's like an OBS whiz. Yeah, he doesn't like me to say that. And he might have microphones. And he's fun. Yes. Yeah, and he's one of our friends. Andy Someta. Here, let's tag Andy. You could follow him. There you go. He became Andy Man. Oh, who named him that? Yeah, but he has great hair too, yeah. Oh, thanks, Drama Queen. How are you? Everything. Oh, you no more mics? No more mics. I do need another one of these, Andy. But I think I want the one you got. I think I'm gonna buy that one. Has the earpiece. Yeah. The battery good on that? Okay, don't ask microphones. He doesn't have any right now. Yeah, good. I love it. Okay, I think Black Knight left, but I didn't see the question you might have had. I know he had a question about shipping. Okay, he'll come back if he wants. Lisa was doing a cleaning show last night, wasn't she? Yeah. Okay, what else is going on, you guys? Yeah, Marley, if you want to be a seller and you haven't signed up to get approved, if you need a link, send me a message and I'll send you my code that you can sign up with. Whatnot has a promotion right now that if you sign up as a seller and you go live in the same week, they will give you $150 if you meet the criteria. Like you have to sell $150 worth of stuff and you have to be live for about 2 hours. And if you're selling jewelry and you just need to sell a few pieces depending on the price of it. Yeah, and stay live for, like I said, about 2 hours. It's about 8 hours if you're recording as well, longer without recording. Oh, really? That's pretty good. I don't think mine lasts like 4. This one lasts good, but I never used the second one. I wish they sold your set with just one mic. I don't need to. Kinzer's mom called Andy Man. Really? I love Kinzer's mom. What's up, Dee Dee Cameron? How you doing? I know. Yeah. You retired again? I mean, retiring's okay. I don't see a problem with it. I'm gonna retire. It's crazy when you think about it, you know, how many years you have till you can, if you can afford to retire, right? There's some really wonderful people on the Whatnot. Oh yeah, Kathy had a question. Not Kathy Erie, but Kathy, she messaged me. Let me read the questions I have because if they go to YouTube, they can get an answer because I know they'll message me about it. Okay, so I had somebody ask me in my messages because to be honest, you guys, I get a ton of messages with people asking me like tech support and I have business hours. I'm really set to that and I'll get them at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't mind that because it doesn't disturb me. But I won't write back a lot of them because there's just too many. So I got one the other day that says, I've been interested in selling on a raid train. Do you recommend someone like me that has never did one before, been part of it? What is your opinion of raid trains? Which is a really good question. I think when you're a new seller, raid trains is the way to go. Network, but also you got to know how to use the app. You got to know how to be on time. Very important. You have to make sure you load your store, your auction, follow the rules. Don't, if you get a group message, don't start commenting 50,000 messages. Don't cancel. Learn how to raid and raid on time. So I think it's really good for new sellers. But just know that some of the trains that are 10 minutes, 20 minutes, they're fast. They're expecting you to know how to raid on time and know who the hell you're raiding. Pay attention to the show schedule. It can change at any time. So I recommend them big time. Do I like raid trains? Yeah, I do. Is there anybody I recommend like doing a train? No, or how to get on a train? Go search Whatnot and try to find raid trains. One of my friends, Boomerang Echo, is her corporate goth. What's up? Oh, thanks, Out and About. Yeah, I don't know why you got. If you want to be on a raid train, here is a website. Okay, this is CG Boomerang Echo that's on the app. That's her website. You can learn about the raid trains right there. I recommend her because she is one to learn from. She's a great seller on here, and she has requirements. She will teach you the proper way, especially the etiquette. And she has a chat show on Thursday nights, so go bookmark her shows. Okay, and it's and she might have a new seller one. I don't really know, but that's her name right there, and you can definitely give her a follow. I don't know why it did. Probably because you put a website. Websites are being protected from. Hey, CG, how you doing? I was just talking about raid trains. I am Dawn. Actually, I am going to put one together for the people that have done one-on-ones with me. Yeah, I have a whole list. So I just got to figure out when I'm going to do it. Yeah. So CG is the one, boomerangecho.com. Go check her out. She is Etiquette Thursday. She will talk about raid trains and learn from those. Do them. I'm going to do one. I am going to do a new seller one for people that have worked with me on a one-on-one. Hold on, please. Okay. I am going to be doing that probably, I think, in January. Yeah, maybe before. So that was Carolina Bargain Deals. That was her question. She wanted to know. My opinion is I have a hard time doing them now. But I'm doing the Happy Habits Challenge. It isn't a raid train. It's similar though, right? But I think in the future, I'm definitely going to be doing some here and there. I was just not mentally ready for them. Because I want to say if you're going to be in a raid train, make sure you have the inventory for it. Make sure you have it and you're not sourcing just for that raid train. Unless it's something you totally want to do and it's, like a costume thing or something you're up for it. You want to check it out. Okay, Kathy, let me tag Kathy. I would love to be in that one. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tag. I should have tagged Carolina. I didn't. Let me tag Kathy. She messaged me a question, and let's see if she comes in. Yeah, and just remember. Yeah, remember this. Like when you're on the raid train, I know it's like nerve-wracking. You got 10 minutes. Get a little sheet that you have. Be organized. Be ready to go. Obviously, take the direction of the conductor who's doing the train, like CG Boomerang. She has rules. They're specific. And believe me, if you make a mistake, okay. But if you're on the train and they have a rule that says you can't promote your other shows that are on the same day, don't do that. You will not be back in their train because they don't want that train derailed. They want everybody to stay on the train and positive and, have fun with it. And they want you to sell too. Let me go back up. Hang on a sec. Does Whatnot tell you how to set up your account and teach you everything? No, you have to have the desire and the motivation to learn it. But that's what I'm a community host on Whatnot. I do a monthly show. My show's next week, I think, or the 18th, I believe. But it's not hard to learn. It's just you have to press buttons. You have to watch the videos, Whatnot in seller.whatnot.com. They have a ton of videos. There we go. I just wanted to go back in there. And the train is supposed to connect, network with new buyers and new sellers. And don't be discouraged if you don't get a lot of people in your stream during that train. You could absolutely get 5 buyers. You'd be surprised. Just run your stuff at the right price you want to and follow the rules of the train. And if you have questions about the train, go to the chat shows. Many people have those. Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern for CG Boomerang. Okay. But Whatnot, they have videos to show you how to set it up. I have some videos on my YouTube channel, which is D_archivist. You can watch some of those. They're tutorials. And then I think I got caught up in there. Let me put my info. Yeah, I try to make a lot of content to help people, and it's various subjects. To be honest, I don't know about other sellers. That's none of my business, so I would probably ask Whatnot that question. Yeah. The blacklist is real for the raid trains. Maple. Hi, Maple. How you doing, Nikki? Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, it looks like Out and About gave you guys a bunch of info. There you go. Hold on, I'm reading back. Just a minute. Yeah, so if you see somebody that has the name Maud in it and they answer your question, know that I trust them and they're going to know to give you the right answer. Okay. But if you don't know the answer and someone gives you an answer and you're not sure about it, it's up to you to do your own research to make sure it's the correct answer. Oh, then I'm going to ban you. No, but I trust that you're gonna know. And if you don't know, you're going to ask. Exactly. Ever. Out and About gave some good info there. Yeah, we don't know anything. Look, I'm just a person. I'm not Whatnot. They don't pay me to say every word. I wish they did. I wish they did. Whatnot, do you hear me? Hold on. Where's my phone? They took it away. I had a banana. Wait a minute. I have a phone. Hold on. I'll call Whatnot right now. I got their phone number. Whatnot. Oh, sorry. Wrong number. Okay. Okay. Bye. They said no. Double Tray, what's going on? Oh my gosh. Are you 15,000 now? Shh, I didn't know that. I helped you 2 years ago. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. You've done really, really awesome. Yeah, DoubleTree is an awesome seller. Are you still doing your chat shows? I won't say what they are yet. Thank you so much. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. You are. So DoubleTree is a CPA, and she has chat shows about taxes and things. Custom wood burning. What is going on, my friend? How are you doing? Welcome in. I love hearing that. I love when people come back and say, things like that. It's like, yes, that's what the community is about, helping each other. You expect people to double check me. I try and double check as much as I can. Yeah, but things change all the time, right? Terms do change. So Whatnot has rules. They're called terms and conditions. So most of you already know that. You buy a car, there's terms and conditions. When you buy the car, there's a contract. Whatnot's the same thing, and any other app is the same thing. Kathy, good. I'm going to answer your question. They have rules that you have to follow. And the terms and conditions are things you agree to when you create an account, and you accept those terms and conditions, whatever they are and when they change, right? And so that's the beauty of Whatnot. If you don't like it, too bad. But you agree to a lot of terms. About 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago? I read the terms and conditions on the live. And people were like, "Phew." Oh, I didn't know that, Dee. Yeah. Did you guys know this one? So when you create a listing, right, you have to actually put the title of what the item is. You have to show the picture of the actual item, not stock photography. And you have to write a proper description. Did you know it's against terms if you don't do that? But Whatnot may, at its discretion, come after you about that. Okay? May. 54 times in the terms. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I did count them. You started 6 weeks ago and only 100 sales. Hey, that's good. Timeless sugar, it's going to increase. Yeah. Go read the terms. They're at whatnot.com on the browser. Under all the show categories that you've followed, right there's privacy policy. Probably should read that. And these are all CYA for any business because they are required to. Okay. Any of this chat you can watch on YouTube. It will be available for replay since past shows are not. If you purchase something in my bite now and you don't want to go to YouTube, any purchase here will allow you to have access to a replay for up to 60 days. And you can watch that. There will not be a chat, but you can go over to YouTube. December 31st, all my past videos from YouTube are going to go to members only. Yeah. Yeah, look, Whatnot is business. Exactly. I will repeat that. Whatnot is a business, and they have rules for a reason. That helps weed out bad sellers who, yeah, people put random, but it's up to Whatnot's decision. It also, to me, when I shop, I don't like random or, just number one. I don't like that because I'm like, oh, what did I buy? I buy a lot of stuff. I don't want to go watch every video receipt. I don't want to do that. Okay. And the thing is, the terms and conditions are put in place to protect whatnot and to protect you as, and a buyer. It protects buyers, sellers, and it explains more in detail what the legally binding agreement means and what your rights are and your content. So basically what I said was, and you would know this if you read the terms, that you are required in the terms to take a picture of the actual item. You should not be using stock photography. That's not yours. You don't own it. Create your own, but people do it anyways. Create your own picture of your item. Title. Make the title match what the picture is. Not random glass vase. Blue, cobalt blue, vintage vase, creamer, whatever you decide, put it in there, right? Okay. And then the description could be very brief, like, creamer set, 2 pieces, great condition. I typically don't put great condition, but on vintage, I'll write something like that. And if there's a chip or a flea bite, I definitely use the caution symbol on the title. And in the description, I write briefly, flea bite on top rim of ruffled collar on it. Okay, so now we're going to get into it. So terms and conditions are important. Dawn, thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. Dawn, I saw your message. I will look at that. Yeah, I'll go check it out. Mickey, Dawn, thank you so much for that tip. I appreciate it. Yeah, so there's all kinds of rules. Whatnot has to comply with rules as a business, because if they don't state what the rule is, they're open for problems, legal problems. Okay. So just like you have a business, you have a website, you have to have a privacy policy on it. That's just the rules. Okay. Kathy, are you still here? Catches by Kathy. I tagged you because I saw your message, and instead of writing you back, I'm going to address it here. Okay. So the question is, she's been multicasting to YouTube, and the videos they're not publishing over there, right? No, it has nothing to do with the raid. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Is your YouTube name the same? Your same name here on Whatnot? It is. Wait. Okay, I see it. Some save, some don't. Okay, so I found your channel. I just subscribed to you. You have enough subscribers. Oh, I see it. Interesting. And I see the multicasting now. Oh, it's only live. You don't do any like videos on your own. Okay, so what I think happens is, let me tell you a little trick I know, okay? So yeah, I see 5 days ago, 4 hours ago, 5 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 3. Okay, here's a little trick. You go live only on your phone, right? Yeah, it's a glitch with Whatnot. It happens. You're not the only one dealing with this, but let me teach you a little trick I learned. So go live first. A minute after, go to the 3 dots, turn the multicasting on. Are you only doing YouTube, or are you doing like Facebook too? You have to do like one at a time. So go live, make sure multicasting's off, and then go into the 3 dots once. Okay, YouTube only. So make sure it's like disabled. The little green toggle switch is disabled, right? So it's off. Go live, click on the 3 dots. Just tell everybody, hang on, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go ahead and multicast to YouTube. Hit the 3 dots. The window comes up for multicasting. Turn on YouTube, apply. Wait a few seconds, look at the top right here, and there's going to be the little YouTube icon. Okay? It should work like that. It's a little trick I learned along the way. Also, if you didn't know this, if you wanted to turn it off, you would do the same thing while you're live. It will make a black screen. It'll look like you're multicasting. And then on another device, check YouTube. Just mute yourself on YouTube. I mean, you mute yourself on Whatnot, your mic, and then listen to YouTube unless you have headphones in, because you'll get this horrible echo. You're very welcome. Okay, and I know there was one other. I think I answered all the questions I got in messages. Let me just see. Okay, that was it. If you want to listen to YouTube, connect some headphones to your second device to watch YouTube. Okay, on your second device, because you want to make sure you have the audio. You should have audio. Actually, you don't even have to do that. Just make sure you have that little icon there. It's a little white square. If you have that, it sometimes means it is. If you go check YouTube, just make sure you have a video feed, because your audio will transfer with Whatnot. If it's not there, quit the app really quick. You won't lose your show because you're Apple, right? Yeah, so you're Apple. Okay, because on Android, I don't think you can do that yet. And then go back in and turn it on again. It should work. Yeah, you might kick yourself out of your show for a minute, but that's all right. Yeah, you can also do that from the second device. So if you have a second device, like an iPad or another iPhone, as long as you turn the volume on, you could go in and do the multicasting directly on the second device. You're going to have to play with it and figure out what works best for you. Sometimes it'll work that way. Yeah, sometimes I'll do it. Now I have it fixed. It seems to be working okay. When you ship out your packages, do you include a printout of what they bought? Yes, every time, Marley. Every time. It's not required in the terms, but I think it's a great way as a new seller to make sure you're 100% accurate on the shipping of the items. Also, buyers, I think a lot of buyers still like the packing list. Yeah. Trish, what's up? How you doing? I went back in the chat on YouTube so I could read and make sure. Why does Whatnot allow fake? Maddie, I have no idea who has fake and who doesn't. The best thing to do is if you suspect it being fake, report it. Okay. People selling the bags that are luxury have to be approved for that. So that's on Whatnot. That's not a question for me. I don't get paid enough to do that. But there are regulations. Whatnot does check on that stuff. But again, that's a Whatnot thing. Yep. Okay, let me come forward here. Bree, what's going on? Sup? What's up, Bree? How you doing? Bree is BNL. I called her the wrong name always. Did they update Androids with multicast? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Should I look? I have a phone here, but I don't think I can multicast. Let me look. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there's any multicasting on it. The only way I think is if you have like a dedicated let me join my show on this Android. Oh, I wonder how that will work. Yeah, so on Android, this is all I get. That's all I get in the 3 dots for multicasting. So unless you have Android 16, it'll look different. Yeah, you have the same. I have Android 14. I don't have the new one. I just have a cheap one just for making videos, which I'm going to start making some Android videos too. You're so welcome. Kathy, thank you for the tip. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you so much. That was very sweet of you. I didn't see that until right now. You hate when they send you nothing? Oh, yeah. So I will say this. The sellers who do like a lot of volume, about 90% do not send the packing list, even if you requested it. They just do such a volume and they cut that expense completely out. And they're allowed to. They don't have to send a packing list. I will always probably send the packing list. I don't plan on growing on the app that much, but I do want, like in that volume sense. But for me, a packing list allows me to pack your order 100% accurately because I have a process that you don't get to see. You know, when I print it out, I've already packed it. I have the packing list printed out and I make sure all the weight and everything is, you know, in the correct manner. But if I enter in and I work smarter ahead of time, I don't have to do any edits on the box sizes or that because I already know pretty much what it's going to be. I mean, I always edit the box size at the end before I print the label. I should have reworded that. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize they should fix. So if I buy something from DArchivist, I always use myself. And DArchivist's name is, you know, D Jones. And I get it and I'm like, who the hell's D Jones? I don't know. So I'm not going to leave you feedback. Because now I got to go look for the package and who I purchased from. You won't get a review from me for that. No review, because I got to take the time. There's no packing list with. So if you don't know how to do that, you need to learn how to change your name, your business name, to match your seller name. I have tried multiple categories. I think it just depends what I'm selling. Because obviously if I sell a bunch of stuff, that's success, right? But I've sold sports cards. I've had really successful sports card streams. I've really enjoyed those. I've literally sold out when I've had those. But they're like long streams. They're super tedious. You got to sort through every card. And sometimes you'll just have like a stack of like 10 cards and just run it, just show all the cards. And those have done really well for me. I haven't done one in a while. I need to. Your only saving grace is that you ask for screenshots for every purchase. Yeah, I have no problem with that, but I will give a packing list. And because I pack up all the stuff, it's like a present when you get it. I'm all about presentation. It's wrapped up, put in the box, or if I bag it, it's all in the bag. Usually it's like my doorables and things go in a bag, and then it's all right. Then I use brown craft paper to like, nest pack it in there. So, you might hear Laffy Taffy roller candy in there. It just depends on the time of year. Your packaging was beautiful, Duck. I actually have to say, you wrap it like a present, literally, inside the package for free. For free. Yeah, you guys should be following. Make sure you follow Whistle and Duck Designs. I got this kit. I got this amazing kit. Okay. She does the pins. Look at this kit. Okay. I have my sticker in, so I need to put the sticker on the record right next. She does offer gift wrapping, but I can't. Let me take this sticker out, her sticker. I have made a couple of pins. I haven't made them all. But look at this cute little, wouldn't that be a cute kit for like, a Christmas present coming up? Yeah, that's separate, right. This is like the coolest. It has some extra stuff I put in there. Of course, she gave me a voodoo doll. But I did make my Daisy Duck pin. I did make this cute little Daisy Duck pin. My mom loved Daisy Duck, so I made that with all the stuff from her. It's so much fun. Yeah, I didn't realize the pins were so therapeutic. Yeah, I really love it. And but Christmas is coming up, and her price on this is really good. You get to pick out all your stuff based on color. I don't know all the names for all the stuffs, but follow Whistle and Duck. I'm gonna tag her in my chat right here. And her shows are really relaxing. She's really funny in the chat and everything, but she's really laid back and she means business. She also sells vinyl. Yeah, they're really cute. Great gifts. Kids are all into making this stuff. So you could, if you had a grandkid or a kid that wanted all black, she got the beats. She got the pins for that. Yeah. Hold up my pen. My pen is super cute. Don't be copying it. That's a one of a kind right there. And then this is her cute logo. How cute is that, huh? I made that with her supplies. You could see it. I'm just teasing you. Look. Isn't that cute? Yeah, it's got the plastic pink textured bead. I feel like I need some of the fur beads, so I got to go back. A little fuzz on them. I bought a few pins. I got this one from Pineapple. Puffins and Pineapples. Okay, don't judge. It's just funny. I'm picklish. But it has that. You have that, Duck? I think Duck has that. Yeah, so cute and fun. You have saved almost 3 years of bubble wrap from Pine on here, Dawn. Fuzzy spacers. Thank you. I like foo-foo. I just love the pens, though. Yeah, they're fun. A lot of them are black ink, but people, when I bought, Duck sent me blue because I like blue. The pens are pretty comfortable. You can get like extenders, and they're a lot longer. But I like bling, bling, bling. Yeah, but it's been fun. And then Lisa sent me. I bought this one. I bought that one. It's Pom Pom from Hello Kitty. And then I just got this one. Oh, where I got it. No, it's Lisa sent it to me. I had her on my head. Lisa List Merch Monster. That one's cute too. She sent that. Her dog sent that. Actually, Gus sent me that. Yeah. You'll send me there's rainbow ink? Oh. I started to buy a bunch of it. I got a bunch in a box. I haven't done anything with it. I was going to make fun pens. Yeah. I know. She has everything. I didn't know that. Let's talk about this 3 years of bubble wrap. Yeah, always recycle your stuff, as long as it doesn't smell like cigarettes. That's a big one. Did you go? Did you go, Envy and Nat? Yeah, that's the biggest one is if it smells like cigarettes, you probably won't get a repeat buyer, just to be honest. Yeah, I have gotten some, not a ton. It just goes right in the trash. But I don't make a repeat purchase. Because certain items, if I buy them, like especially like ephemera pictures, right? It's really hard to get the smell out of paper. I mean, some things just smell old. They smell like cigarettes, but like clothes you could sometimes wash. But knickknacks, you got to wash them. Some people don't want to do that. They wanted to charge people to go to the parade? What am I talking about? No way. I have a bubble wrap machine. That's crazy. I feel like that's not the first time, but it's for a certain area though. Yeah, so you didn't go? Because it's on the public street. Yeah. That's all right. Who wants to watch Dodgers? Why? The bubble machine is awesome. Do you have one? Yeah, if you guys are ever looking for product suggestions, I put a whole bunch on my website. You can just check it out. It just gives you a little info. I think that's my website. Yeah, that's it. It's under the products or tools, one of those things. Plus, if you're always curious about like how to do create a thumbnail, there's a ton of apps on my site for graphics link that show you all the apps that let you use it for free. You have one vendor, but you love their brooches and their other packaging because they smoke. Yeah. I have a supplier like that. Their whole warehouse, they just chain smoker. And I can't go in there because like you see, and I'm not anti, it's just I grew up with it. I don't want to smell like it. The whole ceiling smoke and they have the best jewelry. And jewelry, forget getting it out of there. I'm sure you can, but um, I wish people would be upfront about that because some people don't care. Some people do. You bought an old magazine train case from the 50s and you opened it in an antique store and did not smell smoke. Got home and there's a ghost smoking. Yeah, it's real when you're not in the environment. Yeah, I've had boxes that I've gotten from my carrier and she had them in a bag because they smelled so bad in her truck. And she said, I got this one. There was a seller on here. I'm not going to say their name. They were cool as ever. And they sold like salt and pepper shakers. And I didn't know. I asked. They're like, oh, no, everything's like clean. Da, da, da. The mail carrier had it in a plastic bag because it made the truck reek so bad. I left it outside for 3 days and I sprayed stuff on the cardboard because I cut it open and left it out there. It still reeked. It was so bad. I never had one like that. Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, so, some people don't think it smells at smoke. But I got news for you. There's people that are allergic to cigarette smoke. I have a few buyers. So I always want to disclose that. I know. And some people don't care. Some people don't care about that. Yeah. But I will always say like my stuff comes from a smoke-free and a pet-free business. It may, if it's something that I sourced, it may smell like some of those things, and you really can't always get rid of that. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. They smoke in there. Yeah, I know. I bought some jewelry and unfortunately it did. Sometimes I just let it air outside for a little bit and see if it goes away. Or if I've gotten, I'll say it has that musty old smell and it has a little bit of scent of cigarettes, but none of my stuff really smells like that now. I'm real careful with it. What's up, who's your daddy? How you doing? Very important to weigh items properly when listing. Whatnot keeps postage overages. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about that. I've done a ton of shipping shows where I explain to you it's super important when you're weighing your stuff, if you preload your shop, is you want to weigh it what it weighs when you ship it. So if I have a dinky little item like this, okay, little piano. What's up, sis? How you doing? If I have a dinky little piano like this and I got to I can't put this in a bubble mailer. The little legs, the little feet on it, they're going to rip out of it. And that would be terrible of me because it would be damaged or it would be half sticking out. So it needs to go in a small box. That box is probably going to be 2 ounces. That's about 3 ounces, 4 ounces. I'm going to pick 4 to 7 ounces because I'm not going to assume a buyer is going to buy 1 item. I'm not going to assume they're going to buy 10 items. I'm going to think they're going to buy just this 1 item, okay? I'm going to sell 1 item at a time. So if they go to the buy now and they buy this and they've got 4 to 7, I've got, actually this is kind of heavy, 4 to 7 ounces, Whatnot shipping is going to calculate 7 ounces. The goal is to get you to buy 1 pound at $9.21. If you have to buy this at 7 ounces, 1 pound is 16 ounces. Okay, so you got to buy the difference. Was it 9 ounces? You want to max out your shipping because once you hit the $9.21, you've got free shipping up to 5 pounds. That's the rate that Whatnot has with USPS for priority mail, 1 to 5 pounds. It's not flat rate. That's for a box up to 12 by 12 by 12 inches. So if I just sell this 1 item, they're paying whatever the rate is wherever they're located. So if it's shipping from California, okay. Okay, hold on with your thought there because I'm going to explain it this way. This is the way I explain it. Because, so for this one, I'm not weighing it right now. This is about probably, actually, this is probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 ounces. It's kind of heavy. But by the time I put it, let's just say it's 7 ounces packaged and shipped. I'm going to pick 4 to 7 ounces. What Whatnot does is because the weight between 4, 5, 6, or 7 ounces, it's the same rate, okay? But they calculate the highest weight in that class because that's how they bundle it together, right? Does that make sense for everybody right now? So why would my buyer, why would I want to run this at 1 pound and make them pay $9.21 or 8 to 11 ounces? I'm overcharging you. I don't do that. That's wrong. Whatever the accurate weight is, that's what I'm entering in the weight class. So when I create a new listing and I do add on the computer, I put the right category. So I would put probably vintage decor, right? This is a little trinket box vintage. I would put that in vintage decor. I'd put piano, gold tone, trinket box. In the description, I would put unmarked. It's an Avon one, okay? And then I would pick 4 to 7 ounces. I would pick my price and the quantity. I would add my pictures and I would hit list it, right? Publish. Now it's in my shop. If I pin it and it's in the 4 to 7 ounce category, you don't see what weight it is. You just see what the shipping price is to you, okay? Now, if I ship it and I change it after, right? Okay, after, and I go, shoot, it's really 1 to 3 ounces. Okay, I just overcharge my buyer. You're not getting a refund. Whatnot will keep that money, absolutely. But if I don't put the proper weight, I'm screwing Whatnot over, right? And my buyer. But I would never do that. I do accurate. Take a look at my buy it now. You will see how accurate I am. I don't overcharge on the shipping. There's a lot of sellers that do because they run so much stuff fast. They use one weight class and it works out for them. And sometimes you might be buying an item that's 1 to 3 ounces, but you're paying for 8 to 11. The mentality that goes behind that, I don't understand that. To me, you're going to buy more from me if I'm having lower shipping in the beginning for you because I can pack more things in a box with the accurate weight. Okay? No, you don't get a refund. So you can see the shipping ahead of time. Let me pin something so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll pin something in here. I'll pin like Laffy Taffy. Actually, I'll do a flash sale on it. Okay, so this is pinned. How much is the shipping? 4 something? I think these are 8 to 11 ounces. Yeah, so they're probably, I don't know, $6 for shipping. I'm not sure right now. Oh no, they're 4 to 7. 454. So 4 to 7 ounces is what those are. 509. And again, it depends where you live. Like my stuff for sale 63, that's my sister Linda. Some people are going to have 509, 550, 489. I always add an ounce for packaging. It just depends on the item. So let me give you an example. Hey, Amy. Okay, if I have, okay, you guys understand what I'm talking about now, right? Run it at the right weight class. Packaged. You know, items that fit in the large priority mail box, that box is fairly big. Okay, it's under 12 by 12 by 12. It's 12 by 12 by, actually it's 7.5 now. Yeah, I think it's 7.5. It's not that big. It's gone down an inch. Understand that that box, because it's under 12 by 12 by 12, it's in the right volume, because we're shipping volume here. Okay, 1738 cubic inch. That's what it has to be, which is based on 12 by 12 by 12. So you have to multiply each side of the box to get under that circumference for the whole volume. Okay, wrap that up. Okay, so if you're under, you're okay. So the Priority Mail large mailing box, that box alone, empty, weighs 11 ounces. 11 ounces, sometimes 12, with no packaging, no product in it. Okay, don't forget that. So when you take an item like this is why it works to round up a tiny bit, is you take an item like this. Hold your thoughts, Who's Your Daddy, because I'm talking about shipping the way I do it. Whatnot keeps, none of my business. I'm trying to explain to people so they understand to do it correctly. This is the Whatnot way. Yeah, and I want to be able to catch up with what you're saying, because I want people to have the right information. Yeah, that's just me. But so for this item right here, if I were to put it in that big box, that'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it? That box is 11 ounces, so I add 11 ounces with 7 ounces. That's means I have to make the box about 24 ounces because of all the paper I have to shove in the box. Okay, you know what box I'm talking about, right, everybody? Makes no sense at all. Yeah, so that's why it's super important to actually have that item and round up a little bit. But when you do that, if your actual weight for something is 4 or 5 ounces, or say this is 6.5 ounces by itself, would I be better shipping, and with no box, would I be better picking 4 to 7 or 8 to 11 ounces for the box? You guys tell me. You guys are going to tell me how to pack it. Exactly. 8 to 11. Because now I have to get, like me, I'll probably put this in, I have a little 6 by 4 by 2 box, and it gives enough room to put foam on the bottom for the legs. I would probably use that box because it's a really nice one. Or I might even just do a 6 by 6 by 6. And that box, it would fit in the 8 to 11 ounce. Now, let me explain why that's important to add up. What if somebody buys like 20 items from me and I didn't put the packaging in, and I have 4 pounds of stuff or 5 pounds of stuff and I didn't add in the packaging, and I want to put it in a 12 by 12 box that weighs 11 ounces? It's now going to go ground advantage, and it's going to be an overage. And yeah, it might be something I made a mistake. I have 5 shipping adjustments I can use. But what if you ran out of shipping adjustments? You would have to pay the difference. You would have to pay the difference. So I always say, whatever that item is, weigh it. Have a scale right here. You can't possibly know how to guess every single time. After like doing it for years, you start to pick things up and you know what they weigh. And maybe you're off an ounce, but that extra weight that I added on here is for when somebody buys a bunch of boxes, a bunch of items, and now I've got 10 ounces of extra weight. Guess what? That big box is already included in the shipping. I don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, that box weighs 11 ounces. It's already calculated for me. I'm working smarter, not harder here. Now, you guys understand my point behind that? Yeah, I still weigh everything that I enter in my thing just to make sure. Yep. Oh, thank you, Whistling Duck. Okay, I want to go back and see what you were saying there. Who's your daddy? Yeah, you add an ounce or two. You just double check, Amy, which one it is closest to. Yeah, so if a seller is out there telling you to ask Whatnot for a refund because you overpaid on shipping, probably a red flag. Probably a red flag, to be honest with you. If you got a package in the mail, let me get a drink. If you got a package in the mail and the post office says, pay up or you don't get your package, get a receipt. That's maybe what they're talking about too, where you could reach out to Whatnot. Whatnot's going to try to give you a credit for Whatnot. Tell them you want your money back. You shouldn't have had to pay extra. The seller did you a disservice. They made a mistake. Maybe they intentionally made a mistake and they didn't put the right weight. Because I don't care who you are as a seller on the app. When you finish that order for that person before you hit generate label, you need to edit the box size and you need to edit the weight. I've been told that from Whatnot directly. I'm actually having a roundtable with Whatnot tomorrow about shipping. I will double confirm it. I've already asked them so many times. Yep. I mean, when you do that at USPS, if you sell 2 pounds of stuff and you don't change the label and you run 8 to 11 ounces on anything and you don't change it, do you think they're going to charge you when you go to the counter to get a scan? They're going to tell you your postage is off. So work smarter, work better for the customer, because the buyer is not coming back. Has anybody, don't say who the sellers are, because I don't really want to know. I don't care. I'm telling you guys the Whatnot way. And what works in someone's business, that's their business, but it does a disservice to buyers, because now they got to take the time they already invested to buy the things in your shop, and they got to go and deal with getting a refund or a return. Yeah, I don't go back. Exactly. Same thing. I don't either. Okay, I want to see what Who's Your Daddy was saying, because I didn't finish. Okay, hold on. Yeah, and just like anything in business, like if you, that's true. Who's your daddy? Okay, I see what you were saying there. I just like to make sure when I give the info out, I'm giving it out, and I want no one to be confused. So if you don't run the weight at the rate and you overpay for it, so if you buy an item, here, I'll give you a good one. Let me find something that's like, this is like perfect. I see sellers do this all the time. Okay, I'm running it and it shows 1 pound shipping. Okay. This is 4 to 7 ounces shipped in a little box. Okay. The difference in the weight is given to Whatnot. If you buy 3 or 4 items, it doesn't matter, because you're over a pound, you're getting free shipping. So I think a way a lot of sellers do 8 to 11 is you buy 2 items, you got free shipping. I think that's why a lot of sellers do that. But what if you buy like 10 or 12 items? It's going to go over and you're going to pay extra for weight you never even used. This is 4 to 7 ounces. 7 to 8 is 1 ounce, but it's not. It's really 5, because 8, 9, 10, 11 is 4 more, 5 ounces. I could buy another item from you. I could spend another 20 bucks on a 5 ounce brooch. There's no 5 ounce brooches, but you know what I mean? Yeah, and if you don't weigh your stuff, you're going to lose money. That's true. So you got to learn how to weigh everything properly. That's why I always tell everybody, when you preload your show, oh, actually, you know what you guys should do? Go to my YouTube, watch my Seller Hub inventory video. I explain all of it in there in detail, step by step, to help you like list and understand what category to pick. Yep. Somebody charged you $9.21 for each piece, separate boxes. They didn't want to change the weight, so I canceled it. Yeah, and just so you know, when you see the $9.21 and you buy an item, make sure you understand whatever size the item is. If they're doing, some sellers do just custom ship profiles. If they're a volume seller and they're selling, 5,000 items in a show, they're probably doing a custom ship profile. Maybe it's a 3-pound item, 1 per box. They already have it all made up. Slap a label on it, ship. Yep, there's a lot of people that do that for sure. What's up, Tony? How you doing? What was the weight that wait, what do you mean, Whistling Duck? Flat rate's a separate thing, because flat rate is predetermined sized box, predetermined rate, and a predetermined weight. If it fits in the box, it ships. Not everything works with flat rate. If you're selling vintage glass, please do not. You'll be in the red. Do not use Priority Mail flat rate for vintage decor. If you've got little wades and you can say, I'll do 42 a box, that might work. But you would have to create a custom ship profile for that. Yep. Some people don't do custom ship profiles. They let it build in. No, thank you. You saw me at 1 a.m. Yeah, I did a 1-hour Happy Habits challenge where I did Meet Me Monday, and I only did 1 show last night. I've been feeling sick, so I just wanted to stick with the 1. Yeah, because usually I go late, and I was like, I think I'll just go to bed. And then I'll have my early morning. Look, it's almost 11 o'clock already. Yeah, I'll do my early morning. Hold my page. Hello, how are you? So this last hour and a half, we've been talking about all things whatnot. We talked about OBS for quite a bit. Um, oh, you just joined my YouTube? Thank you, Echoes of Time. I appreciate you. I wasn't even checking over there. I'm sure I was helping some folks over here. So let's see. Oh, Edward, thank you so much. You're back. Did you change your picture? I don't know why you have to call me that. Gary, you're getting banned. You're getting banned. You can't say mean things like that. Thanks for the laughs. Oh gosh, hold on. I got to tell some people some things on YouTube. Gabriel, get better internet service. Yeah, that's probably a start. Hello, Mary. Okay. You see buyers asking why they're paying for shipping again and clothing shows. You paid and filled a flat rate box starting another. I know. So some clothing shows, I don't sell clothing. The expert on clothing is Live and Bliss Vintage. She's actually, I think, probably doing a show right now or she's done. But she will talk about it. But I'll tell you something though. There are sellers that sell clothes, t-shirts, pants, whatever. They've calculated and figured out what works for them as far as selling. So when they do a show, they do a flat rate show sometimes. They have 7 pieces that weigh roughly 8 to 11 ounces that fit in one box. Okay? 8 to 11 ounces fit in one box, 7 of them. When you buy more than 7, you're going to start a new box. You're going to pay $9.21 for that box. Thank you for the raid. I do see the raid. I like to finish with what I'm saying. VW Antiques, what is going on? Thank you for the raid. We're just having coffee talk over here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. How was your show? What were we selling today? Antiques? Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts on YouTube. I appreciate those as well. Yeah. How are you? How was the show? Welcome in. If you guys are new here, my name is Dee. I go by Dee Archivist. I'm on my 521st stream in a row. That means 521 days. Someone in her show asked about shipping to the UK. Yeah, we can ship to the UK. The shipping would appear below and it would show you in your currency and it would show you, I believe with the duties and taxes will show on a buy it now price better to kind of calculate that. Yeah. But I have a few, not very many right now because the tariffs are really, really high. Does she need to adjust any settings? No, but specifically it's really weird. You could bid, but you're not going to see what the taxes and the duties are until you buy it. It's best to set it up in the buy it now. So if the person in the UK or Canada or wherever they're at, click on buy it now, they're able to see everything on that screen. So for example, I'll pin an item. Is the person from UK here? Yeah, it's been like that the whole time. Because if you bid on somebody's, you're not really seeing how much you're going to pay in taxes. And now with all the duties being stacked on top, yeah, if is a person in here, like I'll just pin this item. Oh, okay. So I'll pin this item right here. So if you're in the US and you go buy now, the window comes up and shows shipping. And then right below it'll show $9.21 to ship it. Okay. Over in international, it might say you can't buy from the seller because of the duties and taxes. It just depends. But it will show the duties and taxes at the bottom. Yeah, 67 on it. Yeah, it always is high. My Canadian friends, any Canadian friends in here? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't use that. I'm not superior to anyone else here, Edward. I'm just a regular person. Yeah, shipping to Canada. Is anybody here? It was going to Australia. Yeah, the duties and taxes are crazy. I know that I sold it. I have a couple of people that come in and they buy from me, but they've taken a break because the tariffs are just too high. It's so expensive. And here in US, we have one shipping method to them, and that's USPS. Yeah, if they want to see, it's always good. Just set it up in the buy it now, and then they can get an idea like exactly what it's going to cost them. Yeah, I've had Canadian sellers coming in, they'll buy, it's shocking. It's like 2.5 pounds. I had a whole chart. I threw it away because it's changed completely. Um, oh, Tony. Oh, Tony. We never were. But, and then they've bought like not even 3.5 pounds, and it was like $55. And that was before the tariffs. And you know what they bought? Little mini brands and little tiny things. Yeah. We figured out like, okay, the first item was like $11. But then when you got to like 2 pounds, each item was like 50 cents or a quarter. And then when you added on at the third pound, it jumped up crazy. Now it would probably be over $100. It was about $150 worth of stuff for maybe about 60. Yeah, 60. It was 42, then it jumped to 55 or $60. I'd have to look at the invoice. It was a lot. You're bringing ThriftWorks. Are you going to go meet him? Because I always forget where you guys are at. Yeah, so just in case you didn't know, you can sell to international buyers, but understand they are going to pay a ton of shipping and they're going to pay a ton of tariffs. Think about the service, how far it's going. Also, make sure you're packing this stuff good. It's traveling really far. The bonus, like ThriftWorks, our friend Darren, that he gets to ship internationally. His postal, he doesn't get free packaging materials, but his boxes are humongous because they have different kind of guidelines. When I bought my ThriftWorks cards, thrift shop cards, they were a little bit more because of the tariffs, but the service it's well worth it, because they get like local pickup and then they get shipped to George, who distributes them to us. So we pay for shipping through her, really. Yeah, his and her shop Chicago. I always forget where you're at. It's my first day here. I didn't even think about it. I just do. I just do. Yeah, what an idiot, huh? It's okay. Thank you. That was the first time. Yeah, it's okay. I think I should quit. I'm doomed, Tony. I can't believe I said that. I need more coffee. I do, for some reason, like, because you're traveling a lot. I don't, because some people could be from somewhere, right? Yeah, people could be like very Chicago. I'm very New York over here. Dawn, thank you so much. I'll check your store in a little bit. Michelle, what's up, hot stuff? How are you? That's it. I quit. I'm quitting. It's my last day. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I'm not really quitting. It's fine. Um, I am. I'm gonna go to 1,000 days and then I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. Actually, I'm actually gonna be doing something else. You are in Cleveland. Are you really? You're messing with me. Hold on, let me click ban. Hold on, wait. It's on YouTube, so you can look at this. Ban from live. Block. Just kidding. You're from there, huh? You are just outside. Right on. Oh, I just got tagged in that and I didn't know what it was about. I think it's really cool. Thank you, Michelle. I have to share that because are they live right now? So there's some sellers on here that are like marketing their own like award ceremony, and they let the community vote for people. Yeah, I didn't know what it was about. I got a message. I just found it the other day, and it's the bitty the Naughty Bish, and they're called the Naughties. Last year it was like a whole thing with crafters and different categories, best informative show and things like that. I'll have to, yeah, Whistle and Duck, I voted for you too. Suburbanbish.com. If you guys go on there and vote, there's a bunch of sellers and categories where people had submitted. I guess I got voted in like 3 or 4 categories. So if you want to take the time, it's like a Google Doc. They're not going to know your email address or anything. I voted for Michelle as well. Vote for Michelle, vote for me, vote for Whistle and Duck. Here's the website, suburbanbish.com. I know the seller, but I've never like seen them in my show or anything. They do sell product, but they came up with a thing. They have like some sponsorships and stuff. I think it's kind of fun. Do they have a category for best unknown? They have a best new seller one. You got 7 different? What? That's awesome. I think it's cool. I didn't know anything about it. I saw, and I voted for Live in Bliss. It's hard to vote because some of your friends are up against other friends, or I'm not gonna, like, I'm up against myself. Also, the other person that is running it is actually nominated too, which is kind of funny to me. Hey Veebs, how are you? Yeah, well, we only talk about Whatnot, Who's Your Daddy. We don't talk about the Temu. We know about the Temu. My mom's favorite damn site was Temu. She bought hundreds of dollars worth of that crap. She did it before the tariff. It's crazy. You're frazzled. Oh no. Yeah, check it out. It's suburbanbeach.com. The seller, I don't know the seller's name. I'll have to share it and tag him. Yeah, I didn't know too bad, but I'm honored. I think it's cool that people thought enough of me to nominate me for whatever the most helpful, best show content. Whatnot is better. Yes. And also, you have to watch out and check the purchase button to make sure it, um, I know, you know what's crazy? Is it my nephew or my brother? My sister was here. She would know. I don't know if it's, oh, my nephew. He bought, no way. For real? Yeah, I will. There's a word that's muted. That's why, Michelle. Absolutely. Okay. He bought one of those fireplaces, those digital fireplaces or whatever they are. Maybe it's not digital, it's a real one. He bought it on Temu and he installed it in his house. It looks great. My sister said he bought it on Temu. I mean, imagine those fireplaces, if they're brand, they're probably buying them internationally. And I think it was $50, $100 maybe. Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't see the BBC. It was $100 cheaper. Yeah. Oh, somebody nominated you for best new seller. That's awesome, Veebs. I think I voted for you too, actually, in the new seller, because I was going through it and I was like, a lot of the sellers I didn't know. Yeah. So, but there's probably duties and taxes and all that stuff now, right? Sandra, I don't know anything about that. I don't think so. So, did you hear that in the community? Okay, you guys, let's talk about something really important right now. Yeah, probably wrong. I haven't heard that. They should. They should. They should. They should actually make. They should. Yeah. They should also do this thing where if somebody has a show, and they sell a bunch of stuff and they get a whole bunch of tips and they cancel everybody's order, all the tips should be refunded to everybody. I don't think they should keep the tips. There's sellers that do this all the time, and then they cancel the orders and they get $50 or $100 in tips, and then they go make a whole new Whatnot account. Yeah. It's happened to me like 4 times. I won a shitload of Pokemon cards, some good ones. And I got refunded all my money, but I got some bangers and packs, and I didn't get that money that I would have flipped them for. Yeah, we need onboarding, but it's never going to happen. I'm just going to say it here. It's not going to happen. Whatnot's grown. You guys know that Whatnot just raised like $250 million. Was it 250 or 225? They now have a valuation as a company worth $11.5 billion. $11.5 billion. Okay. Just a year or so ago, they were $8 billion. Okay. More change that can fit in your pocket. Yeah. Don't always believe everything you hear in the community about Whatnot. It's your job to go see the terms and all the conditions. Not everybody has, like even me, I can talk to people at Whatnot. I can pick up the phone and call somebody. But there's certain proprietary information they don't share because they're a privately owned company, right? And I don't think Google's one of their bigger investors at all, actually. They're not on the list. You can look it up, but Google's not. Yeah. You recently hit 2K followers. Yay. I love it. Yeah, you can see their funding. Um, hold on, I want to see. Vote for me or your TV remote will stop working. Yeah, but anyway, I think it's great. It's growing so much. Michelle is going to be, you guys, I want to talk to you about one of our friends here who's done some amazing things. Okay, November 12th. Go bookmark this show. Is it on there, Michelle? Michelle is going to be on Whatnot Sellers on November 12th. November 12th. What day of the week is that, Michelle? So y'all need to have a show and raid into Whatnot Sellers and go watch Michelle and listen to what she has to say about how she's grown on the app from, it's a Wednesday. Okay, hold on. I'm so excited. So it's next Wednesday, right? No, hold on. It's the 4th. Yeah, it's next Wednesday. All right, I'm putting that on my thing. What time is it on? That's huge. I'm putting it on my calendar right now. Is it like 11 a.m.? Okay. Let's put an alert. Okay. I'm so excited. So you guys go bookmark it. Michelle, do you want me to put it on YouTube with the chat so you can watch it? If you say no, it's okay. But if I get your permission, I will absolutely do that. Yeah, okay. I will multicast it. I don't have a one-on-one at that time, so that'll work perfect for me. Yes, it'll be on my YouTube channel. So if you guys miss it, who's interviewing you? Kenny or Kiyomi? Probably Kenny, I think. Yeah, I think it's Kenny. I think it is too. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'll stream it to YouTube so you guys could go back and watch it. Michelle can watch it. It'll have all the chat. Yeah, it'll be great. That's exciting. And it's like all the questions you will be asked. I'm so excited. I've watched you grow from, selling 1 item, 2 items, 3 items, 50 items to kicking it out of the park. Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to go by quick. So I'm so stoked. All right, next week, November 12th, 11 a.m. Pacific time, bookmark the Whatnot Sellers show. They have a lot of shows. They have it on YouTube. I don't know if the whole thing will be on YouTube. There you guys go. You can bookmark their show next week. Whatnot Goals, absolutely. Yeah, they have, and then they have like past episodes. I don't know if they put the whole thing on there. I think maybe they have, or maybe they're doing just shorts. I don't even look at the YouTube. What's up, Sartha? How are you doing? What's the best thing you want to do in life? This isn't the channel for it. But that's a good question. Yeah, maybe on a late night chat we could talk about that. I'm so excited for you. Yeah. And I'm really happy for you on that. Okay, you guys, make sure you bookmark that for Michelle. Yeah, Whatnot Goals, huh? Some of those chats are really great. A lot of sellers share some really good nuggets on there. Watch them. You might get inspired. You might find a new seller you didn't even know existed. Michelle does a lot of live estate sales. She's a lot of fun. She's really, I think were you nominated like for the funniest Whatnotter? Because I think I voted for that. Yeah, the funniest, yes. Because I was laughing while I was voting. My sister, I want to talk about my sister. I don't think she's still in here. But my sister's coming back to Whatnot. I don't know when she's doing her show. And Seller of the Year. I think I saw that one. I think I did vote for you on Seller of the Year. Yeah, I think that one too. I wanted to vote more than once, but that'd be like cheating. And you can't really. I'm being honest. Yeah, when I saw there was a lot of people I never even heard of. I was like, I don't even know this seller. So I went on followed them just to learn, Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's kind of a neat thing. I knew nothing about. All I remember is like tweet code coming in last year saying vote for me on that thing, and I went in and vote. But I feel like um, I feel like you could vote every day last time, but this year maybe not. What problems are we solving today? Oh, everything, everything. GR, I love seeing you on your stream. GR got nominated too for which one was yours? Crafts, supplies. Or artist, something. I know, because I know I voted for GR. No idea. Maybe I should open it. Let me open up the website. Yeah. What is that? My stuff? That's my sister, Linda. She's a seller on the app, and she's making a comeback. She is an awesome seller. She has a lot of really cute little items. I don't know when the hell she's going to do a show. Maybe next week? There it is. You can follow her if you'd like. She's pretty direct. If she's selling and she's not selling, she's like, all right, you guys gonna buy stuff? I gotta go. Yeah, she's very direct. She'll run it, she'll bundle it. But that's my sister Linda. She's my stuff for sale. 63. Yeah, she's fun. Yeah, me, I'll be on here gabbing, running, selling, doing whatever. But she's a lot of fun. And she's a great packer. Yeah. She's like a lot of little vintage glass animals, some similar items. Yeah, I don't know. You haven't checked back in. Okay, I said I would go look at the website real quick. Oh, let's see. Wait a minute. I gotta take a look. I know. I'm glad too. She was doing nighttime, and she would go on at like 9:37 p.m. I told her to bookmark a show, so if she has a show in there, definitely bookmark it. Yeah. She took a break. She was taking care of my mom and taking her to the doctor, and she's like, she wasn't getting a lot of traction because Whatnot kind of changed at the time. And, you have to be really, really consistent on Whatnot, like do a show all the time. And she would do a lot of them actually. But I think she started 22 to 23, it was pretty jamming. 24, it changed a little bit. Yeah. But she's funny. And she'll come in here and I'm having a chat. And she'll go, aren't you going to sell anything? I mean, she's my sister, right? She wants to see me sell stuff. So it's really funny to me. I'm like, I'm talking right now. Okay, today I'm going to be having a selling show. I'm doing the Happy Habits Challenge. It's tested out. Wait, hold on a minute. I'm terrible. I wrote everything down. I mean, I have a plan. I literally have a plan for Shop Happy Challenge. Tested out TuesDEE, but it's Tuesday. Tested out Tuesday. So I think I'm going to sell some jewelry this week. So I'm going to do a hype show. And I'm going to be a different seller today. Okay. It's going to be 1 hour. It's probably going to be tonight. Brat, hello, how are you? And I'm going to be yelling. Let's go. Bid it up. Come on, you guys. I'm going to make you feel bad about the bidding and everything. No, I'm not. Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. I want to look up that website because that's what I was starting to do. No, I'm not. I can't do the yelling. I just crack up every time. Their website's down. Let's see. Oh, you know what? That's not the right website, Michelle. I don't know what it is now. I can't find it. Swipe, bit of swipe. I usually do swipe, daddy, swipe. Yeah. Question about shipping. You know what? I just spent like 20 minutes talking about shipping. The key vault. You might want to go over to YouTube. You can watch a replay of it right now. I only say that because I spent quite a bit of time actually about that. But we can go back to it. I just want to let you know it is available in detail on there. I can't find their website. All right, let's see. Let me recheck it out. Hold on. Question about shipping. For example, if I have my shipping at $7 versus someone who has theirs at $9, does it matter? Explain a little bit more to me. You mean the shipping cost for the buyer at $7 or the selling of the weight of the item? This is just like not giving me enough information. So if you do reduce shipping for your show, right? Corporate Goth answered it correctly. So if you decide shipping 1 pound or more up to 5 pounds is $9.21. Sorry about that. $9.21. And you want to grab some attention to get people to come to your show and you put $7. That means they're not going to see it until they come in your show. Okay? Unless you put it in your title, $7 shipping. They're not going to see it until they come and actually either see the pinned item. Does it matter? Well, they pay up to $7. If they buy 25 pounds of whatever you're selling and it costs $57, they're paying $7 and you're paying $50. Okay? If they buy $9.21, yeah. If they buy $9.21, 2 pounds, they're paying $7 and you're going to pay the difference of the $2.21. Yeah. It's what it is. Yeah. Some people do that. But again, they're running their items at the correct price. So for me, if I said, I'm going to do free shipping, do you think I'm going to do free shipping on items that weigh, a pound a piece? And I'm not selling them for at least $18 an item? It's got to somewhere cover it, $15 an item. Because if someone buys one item, I'm going to have to pay $9.21 by fees and everything. I'm going to make $1. Probably not worth it. Yeah. So some people do that. Free shipping to me, unless you're doing really, really lightweight stuff, it's a gamble. Okay. Some people do it. They do it well. They price their stuff, or they have it so they do jewelry. I know Green 13 was doing this. It worked for their business. It doesn't work for everybody. They could get 100, 150 people, 200 people in their stream, and they start their stuff maybe at $1 or $2 or $3 or $5. Well, maybe 5 people want the item and that $5 item becomes $35. Okay, well, if that person just buys the one item, they get free shipping, and it's depending on the weight and where it ships, it could cost $4 all the way to $9.21 that they're going to pay. That's going to come out of that $35. As a new seller, do not do free shipping. I don't care who tells you out there to do it. If you do it, you're going to lose money. In the beginning, maybe not do it, but if you want to take a risk and you have the money, try it out and find out. The default for Whatnot right now is when you go live, they already have default shipping. If you go in and change it, it's going to screw you up. So default is anything under a pound, which is 15 ounces or less, ships ground advantage package. Okay. 1 to 5 pounds is priority mail. You can choose to have flat rate or not, but it's priority mail. And anything over 5 pounds as the default goes ground advantage. So the priority mail stuff goes in priority mail packaging or a brown box, whatever you want. Anything over 5 pounds, you cannot use priority mail packaging. You have to use your own brown box. Don't turn the boxes inside out. Don't use a box and put a poly mailer over it. They know. Don't do that. That's misuse of packaging. And if you're being cheap, you don't want to buy your own packaging materials in it, you're probably not going to get someone to come shop with you. Some people use bubble mailers, the priority mail mailing bubble mailers. The post office could open that up and they could charge you for each one, whatever the rate is at the counter. So don't do that. Okay. There are sellers that say use that packaging. Don't do that. I get it time to time from people, and I won't come back and I won't give you a review. I may give you a bad review, actually. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you. I got a ton of videos on YouTube. You can check them out. There's some good shipping ones. I keep holding back on my shipping video with Whatnot because it does kind of change. But if you look in my live tab, if you just search shipping, there's some chats in there about shipping. I've explained it pretty much the same. I mean, shipping hasn't really changed on Whatnot, to be honest. It hasn't. What changes and makes it a little confusing is if you're selling on a different platform, you might be selling one item to the person. It auto bundles everything. If you put the right weight in, as if it works out so good. I would tell you like 9 out of 10 times, or 9.999 out of 10 times, when I'm finished with the box and somebody bought 10 items from me, because the person gets to see how much their shipping is. As soon as it charges more after the free, they know that's one box. My buyers are like, I'm not going to buy anymore. And if they buy over it, it bundles it into the one box because I had it previously set over 5 pounds. 5 pounds, 1 ounce becomes the same box, but it's not priority mail, it's ground advantage. Now I have it set up that when you hit that 5 pounds, it starts a new box. I'm doing priority mail. I'm testing something else now. How do you make a shipping label? Well, you have to sell an item. Once you sell an item, you have to go in and edit the label because it depends what you sold. So if I have an item in this box, okay, this box already weighs a pound. It's my trading card. It weighs 1 pound. So if I weigh this, it actually weighs like 2 pounds. So I would put it 1 to 2 pounds. Whatnot calculates 2 pounds. I mean, we went over all the shipping. This is sold. I generate it. I have to measure this box, but I don't want to ship it in this box. I want to put it in another box. So I figured 8 by 6 by 4 with paper around it protects it. That thing weighs 2 pounds and probably 4 ounces now. So Whatnot has it in there as ounces. So I have to do the math. So it would be, let me think for a second, 16, 32. So 40 ounces would be the new weight. And I would adjust that and I would change the box size to 8 by 6 by 4. And then I would hit generate label. And because it's under 5 pounds, it would print me out a label and a packing list. And it would look a little something like, this. Hold on. And then I would attach it to, hold on. Say it was over 5 pounds, okay? It was over 5 pounds. And it was a ground advantage because I'm using a brown box. It was 5 pounds, 1 ounce. I would get this kind of label, okay? A ground advantage label. It would have the seller's name, business name, or whatever address. It would have the weight, okay? So this happens to be a small label. So on that one, it will say 5 pounds, or it'll say 84 ounces, 81 ounce. Okay, they do it by, I think actually when you go over a pound, it says 1 pound, 3 ounces or whatever. And then that label will go in the package. My packing list would go inside the box, seal it up, take it to the counter at the post office and get it scanned. That's how you make a label. Sam, hello, I'm doing better. Thank you. I know, I got the red. My YouTube is the same exact name here. It's D_archivist. I always use a shipping scale. I actually have one set here and I have one over there. That's about 20 bucks. Yeah, you got to have one. I do not use the kitchen ones. It's not required, Sam Dog, but as a new seller, it'd be a great checklist for you. A thermal label costs anywhere from a penny to 4 cents. It's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. Or print it out on an inkjet. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the chat. You know what? LVB thrift, there's a lot of sellers giving the wrong information, to be honest. There is. And to be completely honest with you, you need to read the Whatnot stuff. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to find it for you. I'm not going to give you the wrong information. That's just me. I have integrity. And a lot of sellers they find a shortcut. They haven't been caught yet, but Whatnot doesn't want us to do that. They don't want us to, not change a label or a box size. Yeah, it takes a few seconds more, but don't. The Hodgepodge place, one of my friends, Christine, she always changes it. Go to her show and ask her. Yep. A lot of times when we weigh it, we already know what it weighs because we've organized. Okay, I'm running all my small pieces. They're 4 to 7 ounces. That's what I'm running them at. Or I'm using the specific box size, and however it bundles, I can fit 5 in a box. You know what I mean? It kind of will fit it together. So that's how you do that. Thank you. What do I mean? Okay, Marley, you got answered that. Yeah, just buy your own bubble, buy your own paper. It's really best to do that. Here's some good resources that I have. Okay, and it's got links to my YouTube channel for you guys as well. And a lot of Whatnot information on it. Yep. Can I tell you how to print? I just went over that. Yeah. Do you have some orders from yesterday? You got to go on the desktop. Do not print from the app. Do not print your shipping labels from the app. Please don't. Because you can't edit your box sizes. You printed your labels. Okay, so you're trying to print the packing list, correct? The receipt, the packing list, that's what it's called. It's not a full receipt. Okay, you have to go to Whatnot. No, it's okay, you're gonna learn. Go to Whatnot, go over to Seller Hub on the whatnot.com. When you're in the Seller Hub, you can go to shipments. Select the show where you have the shipment, okay? So like I'm gonna pick today. Okay, when you're in there, actually let me go on another show where I sold some goodies. Hold on. Okay, so make sure it says all statuses. It's better to go on your computer. Yeah, because your phone is going to be tiny when you go to the whatnot.com. Okay, so when you do that, like I have an order here, I am gonna click on it, and there's an option to select, and it's going to let you choose to print just the packing list to email it to yourself. Okay. I don't know if, let me see something. I think once you print it out, you didn't mark as shipped or anything, right? Yeah, there should be a little printer icon. If there's not, click on the gray bar and it says print packing list, print shipping label. You can print them separately. Yeah, you should be okay. And then like I have one in here that I already took that's in transit, but it still shows that I could print it or edit because it's en route. Yeah, that should do it for you. And the pencil obviously lets you adjust the shipping. I don't need to adjust it or generate a new label if you need to sometimes. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, always, it's really always good to go to whatnot.com, not the phone, because we're limited in what we could do on the app. If you don't change your box sizes or the weight, then there's a chance your buyer could actually pay more money. You don't want that. Excuse me. All right, we're probably going to raid out of here because I've been on for quite a while. I appreciate you guys. If I missed any questions, I'll take like one last question. But we're gonna raid into the Shop Happy Habits challenge. So I'm gonna find somebody that's on. I'm just being me. Thank you, Whistling Duck. Yeah, you're very, very welcome. I'm on every TuesDEE with this chat show. I start at 9:23, and I usually do about 2 hours. Today we're at 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. Sometimes I've gone like 4 hours on here. If you guys do want to learn more about Whatnot, watch some sellers that are in similar categories as you. See what they're doing. Check out new sellers. Search first show. I love to raid first shows. That's absolutely my favorite. Yeah, I love Whatnot. There's an opportunity for every single one of us to go live to make money on this app. But just be yourself. Don't try to clone and copy somebody's personality. Don't try to copy their show style because that doesn't last. I've been on here for 3 years. I do my style. And I think that's why I've been able to stay on as long as I have. And some shows are home runs. I sell a ton of stuff and I've had shows where I didn't sell anything. And then the next show I sold $2,000. It just depends, right? So let me take a look and see who's on with Happy Habits. I appreciate you guys because I couldn't be doing these chat shows without support from you guys, the community. I see Andy's on. So let's see. I want to take a peek if there's anybody that I've never rated in the Happy Habits. If you guys don't know about the Happy Habits Challenge, it is from Shop Happy 2019, and she put together an accountability challenge. So it's for 1 week. It started yesterday. You can't jump into it now. because there's like 193 sellers doing it. Yeah, get in touch with me. I could send you the link. Actually, I'll send you the link. You can read it and think about it. Yeah. And if you have questions, let me know. It's fun too. You meet all kinds of people. You can run any kind of show you want to. Just sell stuff while you're talking, you know. I've had chat shows where I sell nothing, and then next week I sold $600 worth of stuff in a chat show. Today I'm gonna get my jewelry together and I'm gonna try to do that show soon. I might go live pretty soon. But the Shop Happy Challenge is every day there's a little theme. So yesterday was Meet Me Monday. So last night I had a 1 hour chat show where I talked about myself. It's kind of hard to talk about yourself for like an hour, but you know, it was fun. And then some people came in asking me questions, and I have healthy boundaries. I wasn't doing that kind of support show, and I wasn't going to answer those questions. It was more about me, like why am I on Whatnot. If you want to know more about it, you can go watch my my Whatnot on YouTube. It's on there. And it is hard, right? GR is doing it. Okay, if you're doing the Happy Habits Challenge, can you put the emojis in the chat? I want to have people follow you and bookmark your shows. I know GR is doing it. I'm doing it. These are the, there you go. Kathy's, oh, Kathy, you're doing it too? Okay, sweet. So all of these people are doing the Happy Habits Challenge. Be sure to go bookmark and check out their shows. I know, it's fun. I have to check out your show. And then Monday was Meet Me Monday. Tuesday is Test It Out Tuesday. It's hard to say day, you guys. I'm not going to lie, because I always say TuesDEE. But for me, it's going to be TuesDEE. But Shop Happy don't mind. What's New Wednesday. Theme It Thursday. Finish Strong Friday. Spotlight Saturday. So you guys, you want to bookmark my Saturday night show. I have a special guest. And I'm not saying who it is, but it's a pretty popular seller on this app. Yeah, there's actually going to be maybe 2 of them. Yeah, that I'll be interviewing and asking all the questions. Yes, I am spotlighting somebody. I'm not getting spotlighted because I have too busy of a day. And also, I'm kind of loyal person. Shop Happy was the first person asked me to spotlight me on her Saturday show. And I couldn't go anywhere else without doing hers first. And my mom had just passed away, so I wasn't ready for that. But she's first. Derek asked me to be on his, so he's second. Yeah, I just can't go out of order. I've had a couple people ask me for that, and I had to decline it because I am a loyal. I promised Shop Happy she would be first. So that's like the right thing to do, and I have to do that. Sunday I will be selling for 1 hour. 1 hour. And I don't know what I'm going to sell. But Saturday is supposed to be 20 minutes. Each day that you go live is 20 minutes to an hour. I got a couple of thirds, but I could put you in there, Kathy. You want to have me on your stream? That'd be kind of fun, huh? Those co-hosting shows are good. So next week on Whatnot, I'll tell you guys what I'll be doing. So check out all these people in the chat down here, okay? Next week, the 11th, I am going to co-host randomly new sellers only. People who are afraid to go on camera. Okay, that's what we're doing next week, co-hosting. I want people that have had 5 shows or less. I'm real particular. You have to be approved as a seller, though. Yeah, 5 shows or less. Okay, and then maybe I'll think about 5 shows or less. Yeah, next week. You have to come to that stream. Yeah. I'm not going to say, oh, I'll just pick everybody. I want to have 5 sellers or less. And that'll be next week, the 11th. And then the following week is going to be my Whatnot chat from Whatnot. We're going to talk about seller success during the holidays, how to increase your sales, and some different tips that I have from previous years, as well as information from Whatnot, and how you can actually make money by offering gift wrapped and little features, or making some bundles. Okay, heifer, I love you. Those damn heifers want you back at work. I know you're probably gone already. You're probably listening secretly. Yeah, you guys make sure to phone whistle and duck. I suck. Yeah, you do. Not really. You're funny though. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, let me just take a quick peek. And I've got a couple people in mind I want to raid that I haven't never raided. I'm trying to see. I rated Andy. I've rated Casey. You know what? I don't think I've rated Nan. Let me go in her show. See what she's sewn. Yeah, she's not a new seller, but she's really nice. She always comes to mind. She's doing jewelry. I think everybody's doing jewelry. I love you too, Whistling Duck. I'll see you later, Heifer. Okay, we're gonna rate our friend. This is Nan 96821. She's doing jewelry right now. She's part of the Happy Habits. Let's raid into that and check it out. You guys might find some great deals. I mean, I'm seeing some of the stuff. Donna B45, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We're just about to make our way out to the Happy Habits. Let everybody know what you're selling and when your next show is. And then we're going to go and we're going to raid one of our friends right now because I've been on since 9:23. This is a chat show. It is called Cawfee Talk. This was the end of stream 500. Actually, day 521. I appreciate the raid so much. What do you sell? Let everybody know what you sell. And when your next show is. We won't raid till we hear from you. I'm usually a talker anyway, so I don't raid till after. YouTube, you guys are the best. Hello, Robert. You like the color? Hey, Tejas, what's up? Sorry I didn't see you. I was too busy talking about shipping. Yeah, maybe tonight we could talk about Sarth. Oh, we won't talk it tonight. I am not on tonight. I'm just doing a selling show later. I'm not doing my regular chat show like I usually do. Okay, let's go check her out. She's doing Test It Out Tuesday. Test It Out Tuesday is where you try something new. Okay, adjust pricing. I'm not sure what Nan sells normally, but she's got a jewelry show. J. Crew. Oh, it's a good brand. All right, friends. I will see you later. I don't know if Donna wrote what was going to write what she sells, but we're going to raid on out of here. When you guys go in, if you're in the Happy Habits Challenge, drop those emojis, which is the little smiley face heart, and then the calendar. Okay? I will see you guys later, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, YouTube. YouTube, we will see you guys later. You guys still see me. Okay. I'm going to go. It was really fun. It was a good chat show, right? I forget that I should end YouTube always first, but hey. Anyway, sorry I missed some of your guys' chats. I appreciate the questions and the comments. I have my chat over here with OBS, so it's kind of hard to like look and deal with it. But it was all right. Anyway, I thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, YouTube.